Welcome to Loudoun Soccer's Safe Return to Play Coach Game Day Protocols. Loudoun Soccer's mission is to create soccer players, coaches, and teams of strong character, committed to achievement on the field and in our community. Our philosophy is developing champions for life. To accomplish our mission, Loudoun Soccer employs 5 core values: fun, integrity, fairness, teamwork, and stewardship. It's important that all club members live our values and rep the red. Loudoun Soccer's safe return to play includes policies and protocols that prioritizes safety, but also creates a set of guidelines designed to mitigate risks. Each club member plays a unique and important role in ensuring a safe return to play. Common sense habits must be adopted to ensure we all stay healthy. Individuals who are considered high risk or are not yet comfortable returning to the field should stay at home. If you're sick, or if you have been exposed to someone who may or does have COVID-19, stay at home. The coach is the leader of the team and as such must set the example for others to follow. Learn the rules that apply to before, during, and after each event and enforce them within your own team to ensure safety for all. Preparation prior to each event is critical. Steps may need to be taken several days in advance of the event. If you are a travel or ECNL coach, this might include connecting with the opposing team's coach regarding any specific game day protocols if you're the home or the away team, and any unique field setups. All coaches at all levels should communicate details and reminders and responsibilities to their families to make sure everyone is on the same page as they approach that event. On the day of the event, before you leave the house, make sure your equipment is clean and sanitized. Double check the field layout and the facility map so you know where you're going. Make sure your pre-play questionnaire is submitted, and use the bathroom because not all facilities will have open restrooms. As you arrive on site and exit your vehicle, make sure your mask or face covering is on. Please allow time for the previous group to leave the field before you enter. You might need to wait in your vehicle if you've arrived early. Teams should report no more than 30 minutes before kickoff. As you enter the field, please do so through the appropriate gate if applicable. Use hand sanitizer, and when you get to the field, set up your player stations so players know where to go upon arrival. Use cones or markers to identify where players should set their equipment. Please arrange this off the field and away from play. Each station should be about 10 feet apart and at least 10 feet from the touchline or end line. You might even consider labeling these cones with the player's initials or numbers so they know where to go. When arranging your stations, please recognize the other fields around you. This may require you to extend your team station area down the length of the touchline, perhaps even past the end line. Please note that for home games, Loudoun Soccer will not be providing team benches. For facilities outside of our organization that do provide a bench, we strongly suggest they are not used. But if you intend to use them, make sure they are sanitized and make sure physical distancing still occurs. As players arrive, greet them, but avoid physical contact. Be sure to check in on their individual health and then direct them to their station. As they come in, take attendance and compare that to their pre-play questionnaire results to make sure those pre-play questionnaires were submitted. Individual wellness checks with each player are helpful steps to help mitigate risk. It also helps to show that you care about the child's well-being. Temperatures do not need to be taken unless they are required by that specific facility. Make sure those pre-play questionnaires were completed, or that player should not participate. Redirect them to mom or dad or the guardian that brought them, and they can complete the survey on site from their mobile device. If you as a coach see a player who is or appears to be sick, consider removing them from play, speak with their parents to see a little bit more about what's going on, and then send them home if needed. We want to err on the side of caution. Warm-up may begin 30 minutes before kickoff when space is available. That time might vary based on the age of the players as well as the ability level. Coaches should organize activities that minimize contact but maximize spacing and movement. Scrimmage vests may be used but not shared or reused. Players may handle soccer balls but should not touch other equipment like cones. The goalkeeper position, especially in younger age groups and at the recreational level, is often rotated, so this will require coaches to plan accordingly. Commonly shared equipment like jerseys and gloves cannot be shared in this environment. Any materials that the goalkeeper is going to use, such as a scrimmage vest or goalkeeper gloves, must be sanitized prior to each event. Coaches should conference with referees prior to kickoff to review any modifications to the laws of the game, to assist them in any fixing of fields, to relocate spectators, and to review anything else. Referees are unlikely to be handling player paperwork or player passes if your league uses them, so this may be the responsibility of the coach or the team administrator to show the referee for a visual inspection. If the traditional captain pregame conference occurs, consider only sending one representative. Whoever your captain may be that day, they should not be shaking hands with the opponent, but should still show some gesture of goodwill and should not shake hands with the referee or touch the referee's coin. For internal Loudoun soccer matches, such as recreational or adult league, no captain's conference will occur. The home team will determine which side to defend, and the visiting team will kick off. During the game, coaches must wear their mask or face covering, even when delivering instructions. The purpose of the mask is to reduce the spread of respiratory droplets. Coaches who pull their mask down to yell instructions are spreading droplets. Please wear your mask. In addition, ensure the players sitting out, your substitutes, are also wearing their mask and keeping their distance. Players may take their masks off before they enter the field. Celebrations such as high fives, fist bumps, and team cheers that involve physical contact should be avoided. Coaches should get creative with other methods to bring that sort of camaraderie to their team while maintaining physical distance. It will be natural for players to celebrate great accomplishments on the field, but please remind them throughout to maintain that distance. Soccer is a physical sport, which means injuries are likely to occur. If one of your players suffers an injury, start with a visual inspection to maintain physical distancing. If you as a coach need to care for a player, please wear personal protection equipment such as rubber gloves when caring for that player. If an athletic trainer or medical professional is on site, you can defer to them as we normally do, but you might also enlist that child's parent to enter the field with the referee's permission to help care for the injured child. Halftime routines will need to be adjusted in this current climate. Make sure physical distance occurs while addressing your players. The coach should keep his or her mask on when addressing the players, and the players, while sitting out, should be wearing their masks if they're not hydrating. During the match, players and team officials may remove their mask to drink water or other beverages or even consume food. Water, beverages, food should not be shared during this time, nor any common sources, such as a large water jug, be provided for teams to use. Soccer is an outdoor sport, which means we may encounter inclement weather. The policies that have been previously in place regarding thunder and lightning must still be observed. Please make sure everyone waits in their own vehicle during this time and avoid having people cram into other vehicles for impromptu social gatherings. If for whatever reason a parent is off site and a child needs to be inside a vehicle, make sure everyone has their masks on. Try to ensure physical distancing within that vehicle and perhaps even open the windows to improve airflow. Respecting the referee is a critical element in any soccer event or competition. It takes on a greater measure today. Referee confrontations are strictly prohibited. Any level of referee abuse will be dealt with swiftly and severely. Traditional post-game handshakes between players, coaches, and referees are prohibited. Coaches should still encourage non-contact gestures of good sportsmanship to show appreciation for the referees and the opposing team and the spectators. Upon conclusion of your event, please quickly clear and clean your team's area so the next team can arrive and set up. Relocate any cool down or team talk to another part of the field, but keep it short. Avoid long team talks and ensure that physical distancing occurs. Post-event snacks or refreshments, while maybe the norm in normal days, are prohibited now. As players exit, make sure their masks are on, remind them to use hand sanitizer, and please use hand sanitizer yourself. After the event, when you return home, be sure to wash your hands, clean and disinfect any clothing, gear, or equipment that was used, and also reconcile your attendance list with the results of the pre-play questionnaire. It's incredibly important that accurate attendance from each event is maintained. Full game day protocols are available at loudonsoccer.com. Look under the COVID-19 tab. You're also encouraged to stay up to date with best practices and information from the CDC, as well as Loudoun County's Health Department. Loudoun Soccer has its Safe Return to Play committee that can also answer questions and address concerns. Please contact us at safetoplay@loudonsoccer.com. Even in a normal year, there are still changes to the rules, whether they're modifications to the laws of the game or modifications in the format of play that we need to be aware of as coaches. This year, it takes on a more critical element because we're talking about the safety of all of us. It's critical that team officials are aware and follow these rules. Please learn them. It's also important that we make smart decisions off the field and adopt good habits so we can continue to lead on the field and provide these kids an opportunity to play. Thanks for watching, and more importantly, for being a coach with us. Let's all pitch in to do our part. Please learn the rules, follow them, so our children can play. Thanks again.